Little funny feature there when I've just been reloading the game. Because it uses the proprietary system of the PS3 to save rather than the traditional save screen from the PS2, it doesn't show you your time unless maybe you press an additional details button. So you can neither be ashamed or take great pride in how long you've played the game, which is interesting. But this is Kilika, and it's in a bit of a rough place, as you saw. Okay, moody woman. How's it going, bro? The pub's closed. I don't think I can get through this without a drink. Well, there's plenty of water. It's just not going to help. So Waka and the rest of the Aurochs attempting to rebuild some part of Kilika. And I believe we're about to see the sending dance. Which is a really good cutscene, guys. Oh, you're in for a treat if you've never seen it. And of course I'm going to ruin it by talking.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
That would be a travelling, you dumbass.
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance.
Interesting way of looking at it.
Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living.
Wow, that
And
sound
in
effect's a
time,
bit
that envy
intrusive.
turns to anger, even hate.
Fear leads to anger.
Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living.
Ah, there you go.
Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane.
Don't you ever get
where
cold,
they may
Lulu?
rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
With your two-dimensional earrings. You Such a good cutscene. My favourite part of it as well is when the music builds, and it builds, and then there's the crescendo. It's nice to see I don't think they've touched this, because this is just as good as it was before. Just think what you could do if you could do that with water. But maybe you need dead people, which is a bit difficult. You have to be like a morgue worker. A lot of compression on that one. But a beautiful scene nonetheless.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
Which Titus hasn't put it together that
You did very well.
her dad defeated sin.
They've reached the far plane.
Yeah,
by
why
now,
is Sin
but
still here?
No tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Well, I've seen that several times, Titus, and I still quite enjoy it, so... We are on pass, as fucking Dark Souls 2 would have you believe. We are at an on pass. That is so Fisherman's Horizon-y. It's awesome, like a mixture of both Timber and Fisherman's Horizon. I approve. Is that another tutorial board? It's going to tell me more things. What are the tutorials? No. 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 How's it doing, lady? Did you rest well? No, I want a refund. As if. I hate it when people leave you like that. This is my home. No matter how bad it gets, I ain't moving. Well, you seem happy considering your entire town was hit by a massacre. Oh. And all you can think about is yourself and your little ball games, huh? You selfish little prick. Well, gotta keep his eye out for those Al Bhed texts. Very important for translating that clusterfuck of a language. I got some bad news though, guys. As much as this tune is nice, but not the original. This playthrough's already been copyright flagged.
Captain Walker's waiting for you.
And in my experience, when you get a copyright flag on my channel, well, I was trying to go round instead of in. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, they've just changed it completely. I never win them, folks. I never do. Especially when it's the company that owns the game. I never ever get the rights to the video, so it's absolutely worthless to dispute them because you just sit waiting and it never goes anywhere. It's just pointless. So instead I'm going to try a few tricks that I've learnt with my time on YouTube to try and get around it. Because that's literally the only thing I can do to get that content out. And I don't want this to stop because I'm having a ton of fun with it, but it's not just about money, guys. It stops me from being able to change anything about the videos. So they're a great big problem. There's another one. But where they flagged is 0.26 in the video. So 26 seconds in they flagged it. And that's when I'm loading the game. So it's nothing specific about that section, it's just the algorithm being anal. And part 2 had none of the flagging, which has just as much Squaresoft property as part 1 does, which is the baffling thing about the algorithm. So I'm going to go in tonight, and I'm going to trim the video a little bit, get rid of the part that it picked up on, and see if I can re-upload it and get it passed. And then we should be okay until the next time it happens.
High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yep. Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is it wrong?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
People's walk cycles have got so much
Let's
better
play
now with
and win.
motion capping and the advances in animation.
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there.
Same with pathing. Pathing is considerably better than it was in these days. But the music issue that I've been pointing out I did a Google search last night, and apparently there's been a massive backlash from the fans because they've completely changed the music, as I feared. I think the top part there is what I'm equipped with, and the bottom part is what's on these weapons. So these are okay because they've all got HP plus 5% abilities on them, and I don't think I have anything along this line. These weapons are also interesting because they allow me to have the sensor ability, which will tell me what the enemy's life is. It's like scan. And if you look, I don't have any abilities on the weapons I'm using. So for Waka, that's probably an improvement, so we're going to buy that. Then we're going to go and we're going to trade out this. So we need that on us because we're the main character. Those were important. That's for Yuna. We'll probably not be using too much of Yuna. I think I'm going to be using Lulu and Waka for a little while. So they're the ones we'll focus on. Is there anything we can sell? Wow, the sell rates are pretty shit. I guess I've never really thought too much about selling stuff on this game. All that was already equipped. I'm just going to double check it because I'm paranoid. Yep, 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 that'll do. As far as the music's concerned, though, I don't think this is too bad. This one, it's got the same rhythm, the same tune, and it's got the acoustic guitar now rather than the MIDI guitar. Because that's the difference, that's the big distinction, you see. A lot of them were MIDI files before, because that was the technology of the time. It was the easiest and most size the least size-intensive way of doing audio, because they didn't have enough space, if you remember. So now that we've got Blu-rays, they've gone into the music and they've altered it, but somebody else has altered it, and they've altered it too much, is the issue. Because they've completely changed some of the compositions, which I think is incredibly disrespectful to the man who made the music in this game as good as it was. Right, we're going bottom to the left, aren't we? So we need to... You'll notice we're moving over those empty nodes. That's going to come into play much later, when we can actually put our own ability spears down. And then when things get really advanced, you're going to be removing ones that aren't maximum numbers to put down ones that are. But I don't need to talk about that because you're probably not going to see it. Right, so we need to move this way. I should probably have people going for different abilities to try and, like, have everybody doing something their own way, but as it stands, the stuff that I know is useful to me is the stuff I'm going to go for. And that is Stagger and Quick Hit, because they're two of my favourite moves in the game. And the earlier we get them, the more better, I would think. I don't know what direction it wants us to go. Is it just back out the way we came? Whatever you have to say. I can't remember the name of the Kilika team. I'm sure we'll find out when we get into Luca. Well, it's probably called Insomnia, that, bro. I think we have to go to the left. Yeah, there it is. There's a little kid crying out. She lost a doll or a dog or something? Can I even get there? No, I cannot. You want to be careful, kid. I just wanted to believe it was a bad dream. That this was all a dream, and when I opened my eyes, everything would be back to normal. But it was not. Is that where we started? Fisherman's Horizon place? It was not. Ooh, chest. Obtained potions. Please excuse him. He's been affected by the toxin. So if he says anything offensive, don't take it too seriously. Go in a dick! Maybe he's just angry. People blaming that toxin on everything. Yes, he keeps compulsively pulling out his erection in front of children. It must be the toxin. So now we have a nice forest to traverse with some fights and an angry Ochu waiting for us. Who I believe is going to want to put us to sleep, because that used to be the strategy of the Ochu.
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
She wants you as a guardian.
To ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
Oh yeah!
What? What do you mean?
Oh come on, dude!
It's just that... Well,
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
She wants to put her face on your face.
I'm sorry.
Does that sound good to
I
you?
shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
Why? What are you, 10?
My apologies.
Asexual? Like, come on, man. She likes you. You're interesting. I can't believe... Oh! This is very similar to the original, but clearly different. There's the Ochu, by the way. Yeah, the battle music now seems kind of Christmassy. I don't know why I get that impression. Why is Kimari in my team?
Kimari, why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's Lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and
Ah,
heals the user.
yeah.
But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn
It's
healing
essentially
abilities.
it's enemy.
Hey,
It's
sounds
enemy
cool.
skills. Quina's eat command. But I'm never gonna use Kimari because I just never have. So we'll drop him out for a bit. Can we dark this beast? What was that on there? It's the sensor. I'm not used to seeing the... What does that mean? That times 1.5 and the red sphere on it? Maybe it's if you do 1 times 5 it's life, you get an ability sphere as a reward or something? I can't say I know what that is. It's this part of the song that sounds way different. Because whoever composed it clearly didn't know much about the original. And then it's like just getting all crazy on Manosphere. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'll bet. But if anybody's played this game a lot, you know this tune. This is the tune that's in the cave where Yojimbo is. And you've spent a long time in there if you've ever farmed Yojimbo's gear to make the best gear in the game. Like, it might even be the same soundtrack as the like the Omega Weapon dungeon. Oh, actually, that could be weaknesses. That might be that you do 1.5 damage with fire and water. Let's see if Tidus' sword does anything different. 1 point... What do you think? Oh, hang on a second. That's exactly what it is. It says at the top, vulnerable to fire. Vulnerable to ice, so that must be ice. White is ice, water's blue, red is fire. Yeah, I'm retarded sometimes. And you get to share it in this live playthrough. She's so dark. That's why I love her. Oh, nice. Might as well save the MP. This thing's nearly dead. Watch this for an attack. So good. Yeah.